Okay, this is exam problem number 9D. So 9 was written in a way that you had the previous answers. Ooh, if I can find it somewhere, because I might need that previous answer if I'm going to do this this way. Let's see. Huh. There we go. Yep. Okay, so in 9D, we were supposed to find for y equal x squared, it's PMF. And now what I suggest in this case, since we had the CDF of x, in the case where we had -1 and -2 for A and B, then what I figured was, well, okay, I'll get the CDF here of y, less than or equal to y, which is equal to the probability that x squared is less than or equal to y, which is equal to the probability that x is between minus y squared and square root of y and negative square root of y and positive square root of y. Okay, and so that we can do that, and that has two cases, right? Because we get a slightly different situation depending on where x happens to be. So if y is between, so we're going to look at y between 0 and 1, because then this would go from x equal -1, which it can, all the way to 1. Okay, and so this is equal to f. Let me use f here. Oops, come on. There we go. This is equal to f of the square root of y minus f of the negative square root of y. And that's when y is between 0 and 1, but when x is between, or y is between 0 and 1, we have that we're using x from -1 less than x less than 1. Well, so this changes at 0. And so what happens here is this f of the square root of y is going to be the positive square root. That is 1/3 minus square root of y squared minus 4 square root of y all over 6. Yeah, okay. So we get that for the positive square root, and then minus for the negative square root, we have the square root of y plus 1 squared over 3. Whoops, that should be a negative square root of y. Okay, so we have that, and then so this is equal to 1/3 minus y over 6 plus 2/3 square root of y. And then minus, well, I square that, I get a y. And then a minus 2 square root of y plus 1, all divided by 3. So it looks like I get a 1/3 and a minus 1/3. So I think those cancel. I get a minus y over 3, which is 2/6, and a minus y over 6, which is 1/6. So I believe I'll end up with a minus y over 2, whoops, y over 2. And then the square root parts, I have a plus and a plus. So it looks like 4/3. So 4/3 square root of y. And so this is for 0 less than or equal to y less than or equal to 1. Okay. And so this is, again, this is big F, right? So then I look for y between 1 and 4. And in this case, what that means is that my x had to be at least 1, right? So my x in this case, I'm looking at x had to be between 1 and 4. Okay. And so in that case, I should just have my f of the square root of y. Okay, so if I just look at f of the square root of y, that is equal to, that was this first part, I guess, and so that was the 1/3 minus y over 6 plus 2/3 square root of y, I believe. Okay, and so then what I have determined is that my f sub y of y is equal to 4/3 square root of y minus y over 2. And that's 0 less than or equal to y less than or equal to 1. And 1/3 minus y over 6 plus 2/3 square root of y. And that's for 1 less than or equal to y less than or equal to 4. Oops, and again, getting a little sloppy there, so I think that is strict inequality. And if you check this at 1, at 0, I definitely get 0, so that's good. At 1, I get in the top part here 4/3 minus a half. So that's 8/6 minus 3/6, and so that's 5/6, I believe. So up here I got 5/6. Now what if I put a 1 in down here? Well, I get a 1/3 minus a 1/6, and so that's 2/6 minus 1/6, that's 1/6, plus 2/3, which is 4/6, I get 5/6. So they match up at 1. And at 4, hopefully I get 1. 4, I get 1/3 minus 4/6. Well, that's 2/3 minus 2/3, so I get a negative 1/3. And plus, and the square root of 4 is 2, so I get 4/3 minus a third, which is 1. Looks good. Okay, so then I find the PDF f of y, and I take the derivative of the top. I'll get a 1/2, so that makes that the 2/3 square root of y minus 1/2, and that's from 0 less than or equal to y less than or equal to 1. And the 1/3 goes away on the bottom, and 2/3, so I get a 1/3, or 1/3 square root of y for this part here, and then a minus 1/6 for 1 less than y less than or equal to 4. And so that is 9D.